The world is deeply rooted in false beliefs that contradicts the reality of who we truly are, our eternal selves, created beyond the limitations of this world and the confines of the body. To change the world, we must seek and learn the truth, but this truth is not the one taught by the world. It is a truth aligned with ultimate reality. However, before we can embrace this truth, we must first unlearn the falsehoods we have accepted as true. The world we experience through the body is a reflection of a deeper, non-physical reality. This reality, timeless and eternal, was created by a creator who transcends time. Everything the creator brings into existence carries the mark of eternal timelessness upon it. Everything else was never truly created, and so it is like a dream. The world we see is a reflection of a dream that we are making for ourselves. We are ultimately beings of eternity who enter time through our bodies for a purpose. No one can truly believe they created themselves, and so as creations of a creator, we too are made to create. The world we see and the bodies we inhabit in time are products of our own making, shaped by our beliefs. The world and the body exist within the boundaries of time, separate from eternity. This temporary reality was made to give us an experience shaped by our beliefs. The body serves as a lens to perceive the world as we believe it should be, reflecting our personal interpretations of reality. If one truly wants abundance, one must first learn that they were created in abundance. The power is already within. If one truly wants peace, one must first learn that they were created in peace. It is our natural state of being. If one truly wants freedom, then one must first learn that they were already created free. If one truly wants love, then one must first learn that love is what they are. If one is not seeing what they already are, then one must be seeing something else, something that is simply not true. Learning what one is the greatest achievement there is in a world dreaming of false hopes and false meanings. The world and the body exist within the boundaries of time, outside of eternity, where dreaming is made possible, and so the world is like a dream, and we are the dreamers of our own dream. We spend a third of our lives dreaming, a reflection that perceiving another unreal reality is possible. Dreams reflect our capacity to create illusions that feel real and are believable. This mirrors the truth that beyond the physical world lies another reality, where our true essence resides and our true meaning is found. The body was made to limit what we can see and how we communicate with our environment. It was designed to focus our seeing on a narrow spectrum of light, shaping a world that reflects our chosen beliefs. Similarly, dreaming offers experiences of self-created realities. The world, the body, and dreams are interconnected in their purpose of reflecting our thoughts and our beliefs and shaping them into a reality of our own making. Beyond the limitations of the body and the world, there exists a reality unlike what we have constructed for ourselves. This divine reality is limitless, miraculous, and created through the power of love, with us as an integral part of itself. It reflects the Creator's wisdom, knowledge, and eternal love, where we are one with it. To see a world closer to what it is, we must change how we think about ourselves and how we use our minds. Just as in a dream, transforming a nightmare only requires altering our perspective and not trying to change the characters within the dream, for all the characters are within the dreamer. By changing how we think and use our minds, we can create a world that is the home of love and all that love would bring. Our true nature exists beyond the body's limitations and constraints. However, the body creates an illusion of separation, isolating us from the oneness of creation. This sense of division mirrors the experience of dreaming. The body's perception is incredibly limited. Our eyes see only 0.0035% of the known light spectrum, seeing only a tiny fraction of reality. Yet our true self is vast and interconnected with all of creation. Our true self sees wholly, and so it sees through the eyes of holiness. By rediscovering who we are, we can learn to think and see differently, reshaping the world we experience. What we see is shaped by what we believe, and what we believe determines what we see. Viewing ourselves through fear and guilt creates a divided, chaotic world, a reflection of our belief in our separation. In contrast, seeing ourselves through the lens of oneness reveals a world built on love, on justice and on abundance for all. The world reflects our fragmented beliefs. We have replaced the vision of wholeness, where love has its only meaning and can only be found, with the love of lifeless material objects, money, possessions, and the worship of idols. This reflects our loss of holiness, for true holiness is experienced through the recognition of our glorious sovereignty. By changing our beliefs about ourselves and therefore about others, we can restore our awareness of the oneness of creation. Love, peace, and abundance are natural conditions of this divine reality. They are naturally part of who we are. In the reality of who we are, beyond the body identity, everything is given to us because we are created a part of it. Divine love comes not alone, for it brings abundance, freedom, safety, and healing. Our holiness is experienced through wholeness and not through division, through sameness which joins us all together as one, and not through specialness which fosters injustice. Our holiness comes complete with everything given through love. The world is a oneness and reflects the conditions of creation. The body is also a complete whole system, and it too reflects the conditions of creation. The solar system reflects this oneness, and the galaxy which holds the solar system within itself is a oneness too. The universe is a oneness, whole and complete. Yet we experience ourselves within the body as if we are unknown to ourselves and apart from this oneness. And in the forgetfulness of the body, we have divided up the oneness of the world and the oneness of humanity into many parts to reflect our own beliefs in our separation and that we are not all the same. This is also the root of our loss of power. An unholy vision is powerless, and the world we see outside ourselves reflects this loss of power within. The world reflects our fragmented beliefs in separation, and that some are more special than others. We have replaced the vision of wholeness, rooted in our sameness, where love has its only meaning, with the love of lifeless material objects, money, possessions, and the love of idols. This reflects our loss of holiness, for true holiness is experienced through the recognition of our wholeness. This loss of wholeness is experienced in the body as the root of all sickness, for the body was made for this purpose, to live an illusion of separation, disconnected and outside of wholeness, to live with the belief in loss. Because our holiness is experienced as wholeness, we entered into an unholy relationship with ourselves when we taught ourselves we are all different, and so we learned to fear and to hate each other. Instead of seeing our sameness, where love has its only meaning, we have learned to seek and find our differences and see value there. We have learned to seek for and find the loss of sameness. We have taught ourselves that this loss of sameness is what is valuable, and so we use our minds to search out all the witnesses that justify our separation, value in all our defenses, seeing value in all our attacks. And here we think we see love's meaning. We have learned to love money and gold, and objects we have given value to. Yet outside of our meanings, these objects are valueless. We try to give value to the body through identification with objects that are outside of it, attempting to add their value to it. All this is because we have lost the ability to see our own holiness and the holiness of all others. A condition of sleep is but to wake. A condition of dreaming is but to give way to reality. Illusions are only possible in the absence of reality. Within our minds, there is still the memory of who we are and where we come from. Within our minds, there is still the loving thoughts of a loving Creator, forever there, to remind us that the dream of this world is going to end. The profound loss of holiness is happening in time, yet we are eternal and forever free. Within the dreaming of the body as our identity, there is still the option of choice, to choose between truth or illusion, heaven or hell, sanity or insanity, wholeness or separation. Yet where is the choice when truth has entered the dream?